3 common foods that quietly raise blood pressure. Hey there, friends, have you ever walked out of the doctor's office, stunned, wondering, how did my blood pressure get so high? I know I have. A few years ago, I was grabbing lunch, feeling fine, when my doc hit me with the news. My numbers were creeping up. I thought I was eating pretty healthy salads, smoothies, the works, but turns out, some everyday foods were quietly sabotaging me. That's why today, we're diving into 3 common foods that quietly raise blood pressure. These aren't the usual suspects like salt shakers or fast food fries. Nope, these are sneaky culprits hiding in your grocery cart, maybe even in your fridge right now. I'm going to share their stories, break down the science in a way that makes sense, and give you simple tips to keep your heart happy while keeping it real and relatable. Like we're chatting over coffee. Before we jump in, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and tap the bell so you don't miss any of our health tips. Trust me, your future self will thank you. Ready? Let's uncover these sneaky foods and take control of our health together. Number 1. Processed meats. Picture this, it's a sunny Saturday, and I'm at my cousin's barbecue. The table's loaded with burgers, hot dogs, and a big ol' tray of deli meacham, turkey, salami, you name it. I'm piling my plate, thinking, this is protein, right? Healthy stuff. But here's the thing, those processed meats were doing my blood pressure no favors. Let's talk about why. Processed meats like bacon, sausage, deli slices, and even those pepperoni sticks you grab at the gas station are packed with sodium. Sodium is like that friend who seems chill but secretly causes drama. It makes your body hold onto water, which increases the pressure in your blood vessels. Over time, that extra pressure can strain your heart. Here's a crazy stat. Just 1 serving of processed meat, like 2 slices of ham, can have up to 600 milligrams of sodium. That's a quarter of your daily limit in 1 sandwich. And it's not just sodium. These meats often have preservatives like nitrates, which some studies link to blood vessel stiffness. Stiff vessels, that's bad news for your blood pressure. Let me tell you about my friend Jake. He's a construction worker, always on the go, and his lunch was usually a sub sandwich loaded with deli meats. He started feeling tired, headachy, and his doctor flagged his blood pressure. When he cut back on processed meat, swapping them for grilled chicken or fresh turkey, his numbers started to drop. True story. So how do we dodge this bullet? First, check labels. Look for low sodium options or brands with no added nitrates. Better yet, roast your own chicken or turkey at home. It's cheaper and tastes amazing. If you're in a pinch, go for fresh meats over processed ones. And don't sleep on plant-based proteins like hummus or black beans. They are heart-friendly and delicious. Before we move on, here's a pro tip. Pair your meals with potassium-rich foods like bananas or spinach. Potassium helps balance sodium's effects, like a superhero swooping in to save the day. Alright, let's talk about our next sneaky food. Number 2. Sugary drinks. Okay, story time. A couple of summers ago, I was hooked on iced coffees. You know, those big, sweet ones with whipped cream and syrup. I'd grab one every afternoon, thinking, it's just a treat. But those sugary drinks were silently pushing my blood pressure up, and I had no clue. Here's the deal. Sugary drinks like sodas, energy drinks, sweetened teas, and even some healthy smoothies are loaded with sugar. And that's a problem. When you chug a sugary drink, your blood sugar spikes, which can mess with your blood vessels. Over time, this can make them less flexible, forcing your heart to work harder. Plus, sugary drinks are often high in calories, which can lead to weight gain, a big risk factor for high blood pressure. Get this, a single 12-ounce soda can have 9 teaspoons of sugar. That's more than your entire daily limit. And don't be fooled by natural drinks, like fruit juice. They can have just as much sugar as soda. Studies show that drinking sugary beverages daily can increase your risk of hypertension by up to 12%. That's not a small number. Let me share a quick story about my neighbor, Sarah. She's a mom of 2, always running around, and she loved her energy drinks to keep up. But she started noticing her heart racing, and her blood pressure was creeping up. When she switched to water and unsweetened teas, she felt like a new person. Her energy was steady, and her doctor was thrilled. So what can we do? First, make water your go-to. Jazz it up with lemon, cucumber, or mint if plain water feels boring. If you crave something fizzy, try sparkling water with a splash of real fruit juice. For coffee or tea lovers, skip the syrups and use a natural sweetener like stevia if you need a touch of sweet. And always check labels. Some low-sugar drinks are sneakier than you think. One last tip, if you're cutting back, do it gradually. Go from 2 sodas a day to 1, then to none. Your taste buds will adjust, I promise. All right, one more food to uncover. Let's keep going. Number 3, canned soups. Winter nights are my favorite. There's nothing like curling up with a bowl of hot soup, right? A few years back, I was all about canned soups, quick, cheap, and comforting. But then I learned those cans were hiding a blood pressure bombshell, and it totally changed how I stock my pantry. Canned soups might seem innocent, but they're often sodium bombs. A single can of chicken noodle soup can pack over 1,000 milligrams of sodium, nearly half your daily limit in one meal. That sodium overload can make your blood pressure spike, especially if you're eating canned soups regularly. Plus, many canned soups have additives that can mess with your body's fluid balance, adding more stress to your heart. Here's a personal one. My mom used to make canned soup for us on busy weeknights. She'd pair it with crackers and call it dinner. But when she got diagnosed with pre-hypertension, her doctor pointed to those cans as a culprit. She was shocked. She thought soup was healthy. When she started making her own soups, her blood pressure stabilized, and she felt so much better. So how do we outsmart canned soups? First, read labels like a detective. Look for low sodium or no salt added options, but double check the nutrition facts. Some brands play tricks. Better yet, make your own soup. It's easier than you think. Toss veggies, broth, and spices into a pot, and you're golden. If you're short on time, buy low-sodium broth and frozen veggies for a quick fix. Pro tip, add herbs like thyme or rosemary for flavor without salt. Your taste buds and your heart will thank you. All right, let's wrap this up and get you on the road to better health. Wow, we just uncovered 3 sneaky foods: processed meats, sugary drinks, and canned soups that can quietly raise your blood pressure. It's wild how things we eat every day, thinking they're no big deal, can have such a big impact on our health. But here's the good news. You're now armed with the knowledge to make smarter choices. Let's recap. Swap processed meats for fresh or plant-based proteins, and lean on potassium-rich foods to keep sodium in check. Ditch sugary drinks for water or unsweetened teas, and ease into it to make the change stick. And with canned soups, go low sodium or homemade to cut out that hidden salt. Small changes like these add up, and they're not about perfection, they're about progress. I'll be honest, when I started cutting these foods out, I was skeptical. Would I miss my deli sandwiches or sweet iced coffees? But I found new favorites, like grilled chicken wraps and fruit-infused water, that made me feel amazing. You'll find your groove too. Start with one swap this week and see how you feel. Your heart is working hard for you every single day, so let's give it some love. If you found this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button, like this video, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Drop a comment below, tell me which food surprised you the most, or share your favorite healthy swap. I read every comment, and I'd love to hear from you. Oh, and don't forget to tap the bell so you never miss a video. We've got more health tips, recipes, and real talk coming your way. Thanks for hanging out with me today, friends. Here's to healthier hearts and happier days. I'll see you in the next one.